This is Mace Windu, The Glass Abyss by Stephen Barnes, our first Mace Windu canon novel. It came out like 2 weeks ago on October 15th, so why haven't you read it yet? I was fortunate enough to have read this early, so thank you to Penguin Random House for the copy of the book, as well as this pin of Mace Windu. So I've been holding off on making a video about this book to give people more time to read it, but there's just some subjects that cannot wait. The DYAD's review of this book will be up soon, and we'll be talking more about the book on this week's episode of DYAD in the Force, so stay tuned. But just to whet your appetites, this is the best novel we've gotten for Mace Windu. Primarily because there's only one other Mace Windu-centric novel by Matthew Stover, Shatterpoint, and that's Legends. This is canon. So how does it stack up? Both books are written especially well. Credit where credit's due, Matthew Stover has written some of the better books in Legends. But Stephen Barnes is no slouch and delivers a book that I believe, in my opinion, to be the better Mace Windu novel. This one serves as the better half of exploring Mace Windu's more intrinsic qualities as a person, a Jedi, and a warrior. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about in this video is a particular portion of the book. It's not a story spoiler, but it is a book spoiler. So if you care about minor ancillary details, you can come back when you've read the book. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. We have our first massive lightsaber form lore drop. First and foremost, it confirms a lot of what we've said about Vapad as it relates to Mace Windu's use of emotions. Outside of reference books, of course. He does not use the dark side. If you've watched any of our videos on this matter, you know this already. Secondly, as it relates to Vapad, the basis of the form is a very aggressive form, Juyo. Mace Windu developed Vapad with a Weequay Jedi named Sora Bulk. And yes, that's canon now thanks to this book. Vapad served as a way to harness the ferocity of Juyo and channel Mace Windu's more aggressive emotions to more worthy ends, keeping it on the light side of the Force, but still very dangerously close to the dark. In The Glass Abyss, Mace Windu reveals that he has developed a variation of Vapad called Jax Vapad. Jax Vapad is a stationary variation of Vapad, meant to be used in close quarters, in tight spaces, and where you have to stand still. How is this important? Because if we go back to Revenge of the Sith, it's clear, however cringe it looks, that Mace is skilled enough to fend off Palpatine's opening attack in his chambers. While Saci, Agan, and Kit Fisto fall to the speedy attack, Mace Windu survives to go on and disarm Palpatine. The following opinion is headcanon, of course. I believe that the mention of Jax Vapad explains Mace Windu's ability to fend off Palpatine in that tight space and hallway until they got into the main office chamber where there was more room to move around. Considering the basis to be Juyo, you'd imagine Vapad itself requires more room to work with. And this is an awesome detail. Lots more lore drops to come from The Glass Abyss, so stay tuned. And if you haven't read this book yet, give it a read.